need guns in America. We're lazy. Just, I'm not running. Okay?
This guy is the Leonardo DiCaprio.
America might be a young country compared to China, but when it comes to English stand-up, it has a much longer history. Want to know the difference between American stand-up open mics and Chinese stand-up open mics? Well, I have lived it. Before America, I spent 6 months performing with Joe Cup Comedy, the earliest English comedy club in Guangzhou, China. And now I'm navigating the open mic stand-up scene here in Texas. The comparison is like tofu to cheeseburgers. Let's take a look. In China, signing up for open mic is as easy as joining a WeChat group. Very quickly, you're gonna see the sign up list, which will come up in the group a few days before the actual open mic. It's first come, first served. If you put your name on it, you are on the list. The comedy club usually decides the sequence or the order of the performance depending on each comedian's style, topic, and sometimes seniority. This helps the comedy club ensure a well-paced, fun, diversified show. Great for the audience to have fun in. In the US, the birthplace of stand-up comedy, it is much more competitive. Most of the clubs that I've been to are seniority-based. You go up the list if you go often enough or if you make good enough connections. Some clubs even use a lottery system. So whether you end up on the list is completely dependent on chance. Some others, especially in major cities, that will even require you to bring your own party of 5 to even 10 people to even have a chance to end up on the list. It's a little bit more like trying to get into an exclusive nightclub and you have to negotiate with the bouncer at the door. In China, it's pretty straightforward. Everybody on the list gets 5 minutes. Once you hit the time limit, you're gonna see a flashlight going on and then a second one, but usually they will not cut your mic. Sometimes, very rarely, the host will come up, they will play some music, but it's never an abrupt ending. Now, in American open mics, time varies. In some comedy clubs, they give you 3 minutes, some gives you 5 minutes. Of course, you will see the flashlight when you get close to the time limit, but if you exceed that time, you will get the mic cut. My first ever open mic over here, I got the mic cut and I just threw away the mic and just yelled out my last 2 lines.
Thank you guys. Don't shoot me.
I am shameless like that, but it's not encouraged. The 3 or 5 minutes can depend on how you got on the list. My first open mic over here, I got the lottery, but I was pushed to the dead last on the list because I was new. And then there were other comics just came really early at the door. Instead of 5 minutes, they got 3 minutes, but they get to go before the lottery comics. Joke Up Comedy cooperates with different places all around the city. Cafes, bars, restaurants, sometimes even rooftops. Each place had their own vibes and different kind of audience. The changing of locations keeps the performance fresh and also ensures that all the comedian gets to hit every corner of the city and get exposure. Now, in the US, most comedy clubs have a fixed location with a dedicated stage. Because it is so consistent, if you're good, the audience will remember you better. If you're bad, then you get notorious pretty quickly as well. So, you know, size of a coin. It does sometimes feel like Groundhog Day if you are one of the comedians that repeat their sets. In China, the stand-up community is very close-knit. We usually hang out with the comedians from the same comedy club. We have a feedback circle where we give each other advice or suggestions. It is a common practice for comedy clubs to provide professional videos and photos of each comedian, even for open mics. This is for them to bring back to self-study, improve, and also helps them to build their social media presence. If you become a trusted member of the comedy club will dedicate open mics to your birthday, your farewell. On my farewell open mic, I was given the Joe Cup Comedy ring, gangster and secret society kind of vibe. Awesome. When big opportunities arise, you will be the first on the list. I got to host a stand-up special of local comedians, only female comedians, and we had 2 full stand-up specials packed with audience. In the US, comedians are very supportive, but also at the same time, everyone's very individualistic. The comedy club usually does not provide professional photos or videos of you. You are expected to record and take photos of your own sets or of your friends only. And this is why networking is so important. It's like being the new kid of the block. You see a lot of friendly faces, but you have to make the first move. It's never just about doing your set. It's actually a test of how sociable you are. If you're able to make good connections to the comics, to the club staff, to the bartender, and even the cleaning lady, might determine whether one day you'll be able to get a better and bigger gig. The Chinese audience, they are always very generous with their laughter. Even though sometimes they don't catch your joke, they give you a lot of support by laughing. Most of the audience will actually sit through the whole open mic lineup, and some of them might even join the after-show feedback circle. In the American comedy club open mics, a lot of the audience, if not the majority, are actually other fellow comedians. Attentive, but also they're very discerning. If it's funny, they will laugh, so you know your material work. If it's not funny, it's gonna be dead silence. Through embarrassment, you learn. As for the audience, they usually come and go. If you're dead last on the list, you might be performing your set in front of the host and a bunch of empty seats like a mental patient. In Chinese stand-up, you basically can cover most of the topics. Almost every comedy club does not require you to be clean, so you can tell dirty jokes all you want. Usually, we're not a big fan of diving too deep into political issues. In the US, of course, freedom of speech reigns. You can basically joke about anything and anyone, but you have to prepare for the consequences. It's like open water, but with sharks. Some comedy clubs, though, they require clean sets, like the one that I frequent right now. So you better choose wisely, or you might risk chopping off half of your script, or you might not be welcome back again. In China, it's about community and structure, and in the States, it's about freedom and hustle. I still have the same biting humor, and I like to test the audience's limits, step by step, punchline by punchline. And there you have it. Happy joking around. Break a leg.